Do you know that feeling when someone turns your world into a maze? They praise you today, vanish tomorrow, then blame you for caring. You keep walking on eggshells, hoping love will calm the puzzle. Maybe every conversation twists until you doubt your memory and your sanity. You're not crazy if you think, I was glowing and then I was ashes. Some people push boundaries so quietly that the hurt arrives disguised as love. You are not alone in feeling lost after this mix of charm and chaos. Today we will name the 7 stages of narcissistic abuse so your story stops feeling like fog and starts making sense. Stay with me, as clarity is coming next. If any part of this sounds familiar, take a slow breath. Your nervous system is trying to protect you right now. Narcissistic abuse is not only cruelty, it is a patterned sequence that targets attachment and identity. Attachment theory explains why it hooks so deeply. When care and threat arrive from the same person, the nervous system pairs safety with danger. John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth showed that early caregiving shapes our internal maps of closeness. If intimacy has meant unpredictability, later love can feel like chasing warm light through moving shadows. Familiar chaos can look safer than unfamiliar calm. Researchers describe 2 faces of narcissism, grandiose and vulnerable. Charm, status, and entitlement can flip into shame, hypersensitivity, and retreat. Control then stabilizes a fragile self, and partners are pulled into the rhythm. Intermittent reinforcement drives the cycle. Big affection alternates with cold silence, and the brain works harder for the next reward. Dopamine spikes on the rare good days, which wires craving and hope. Gaslighting erodes reality testing. Memories are questioned, and proof is reframed until you doubt your senses. Cognitive dissonance then explains cruelty as stress or love, just long enough to stay. Gottman's research shows that contempt predicts collapse. In abusive dynamics, it appears as mockery, sneers, and superiority. The more contempt rises, the more empathy falls. Trauma bonding names strong ties formed through cycles of fear and relief. Adrenaline floods during threat, oxytocin returns during apology, and relief masquerades as love. Chemistry is real, but it is not proof of goodness. Polyvagal thinking suggests our systems shift among fight, flight, freeze, and appease. Under chronic threat, appeasing can feel strategic, not weak. This brings us to the 7 stages many people report. They are not moral judgments. They are a map for noticing patterns that harm and for finding exits. Here is where it gets interesting. Stay with me, please, now. Picture Alex meeting Sam at a friend's dinner. The conversation feels electric, and Sam mirrors every value and dream. Compliments land like warm rain, and plans move fast. This is stage 1, the glow. Alex feels seen with rare intensity, and reciprocity looks perfect. Generosity is loud, boundaries are soft, and the story writes itself as destiny. Then comes stage 2, deepening trust and dependency. Sam shares private pain and invites Alex to be the healer and the anchor. Shared jokes and secret language create a cocoon around them. Stage 3 begins with small tests. Messages get answered later, rules shift midstream, and little jabs are sold as humor. When Alex voices discomfort, Sam praises sensitivity and hints that the past partner was colder. Stage 4 tightens control. Plans must be cleared, friendships are labeled toxic, and career goals are gently redirected. Alex stops mentioning achievements because celebration now triggers distance. Stage 5 turns the light harsh. Flaws are cataloged with precision, and old confessions become ammunition, often reused. Affection becomes conditional, and apologies are demanded without reciprocity. Stage 6 scrambles reality. Sam claims promises were never made and facts are drama or envy. Alex starts saving messages and still doubts the evidence. Stage 7 looks like discard or hoovering. Discard arrives without warning, replaced by a new audience. Hoovering arrives with late-night declarations, gifts, and the promise that the magic can return. Now put Mia in a co-parenting situation with Lee. The stages are quieter, but the pattern survives. Emails swing between charm and blame, and any boundary becomes a test. In a workplace, Jai reports to a star manager. Praise comes in public, criticism arrives in private essays, and deadlines move like goalposts. Jai works harder and smiles wider as sleep erodes. These examples vary in gender, setting, and culture. The contour is similar because the mechanism is similar. It targets attachment attention, and identity, until the self shrinks to fit the script. If you recognize yourself, you are not foolish. You adapted to survive in a moving maze, and adaptation is what humans do best. But adaptation is not the same as consent, which leads us to practical tools. Start by mapping the pattern on paper. Name each stage as you lived it, including the sweet moments, without self-blame. Seeing the whole arc reduces confusion and restores context. Track behaviors, not promises. Write down dates, words, and outcomes, so reality stays stable when language shifts. A simple log can anchor you when doubts flare. Watch for predictable tells. Love arrives loudly when you resist, then cools after you commit. Boundaries trigger moral lectures, while your needs are framed as flaws. Listen to your body. Does your chest loosen before a video call and tighten after it? Somatic data is data, and your body is not dramatic. Test with small, clear limits. Say, "I cannot discuss this while you are shouting," and pause the chat. Do it 3 times. Consistency reveals whether repair is possible or only promised. Recenter your life outside the relationship. Schedule time with friends who respect your reality. Rekindle old hobbies, because play rebuilds a self beyond the maze. Reduce supply if it is safe. Delay responses, stop explaining, and decline baited debates. Low drama starves the cycle and frees your energy for planning. Name the tactics out loud to yourself. Say, "This is gaslighting. This is a moving goalpost. This is a silent treatment." Language builds a bridge back to agency. If you share children, treat communication like business. Use short, factual messages and keep records. Parallel parenting can protect peace where co-parenting keeps failing. At work, document scope, deadlines, and approvals. Summarize decisions by email and invite corrections in writing. Public praise is nice, but written clarity is safer. Consider professional support. A trauma-informed therapist or a legal consult can expand options and sharpen plans. Help is not weakness, it is a tool. These insights are preparation, not blame. They create space between the trigger and the choice. Next, we turn this space into small, doable steps. Choose one trusted ally and tell them a simple version. Ask them to reflect back what they hear without advice. Being witnessed reduces isolation and restores perspective. Map the 7 stages with dates and concrete examples. Keep the log offline or in a secure cloud folder you can access privately. Facts protect you when stories blur. Set one micro-boundary this week. Pick something small, like ending calls at a set time. State it calmly, then follow through without debate. Stabilize your daily rhythm. Eat regular meals, move your body, and sleep as much as you can. Routine tells the nervous system that life is bigger than crisis. Schedule one appointment. Choose a trauma-informed therapist, a legal clinic, or a financial advisor. Clarity grows when options become visible. Draft 3 exit scripts even if you are not ready to leave. Write a version for text, a version for voice, and a version for emergencies. Scripts calm the moment when adrenaline surges. Plan a 90-day decision window. During that window, measure actions, not promises, and review with your ally. At the end, choose one next step and honor your choice. Gently. You are not broken because you endured this. Your brain adapted to survive, and that is courage in motion. With steady support, the self you remember can return. Change is possible at any stage. Some people repair with sustained treatment and accountability, and some relationships end so healing can begin. Either path deserves care, patience, and community. This video is educational, not therapy. If you feel unsafe, reach out to local hotlines, legal aid, or trusted professionals in your area. Emergency help is for you too. If this helped you, like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Love Mind for more science-based relationship advice. Tell me what you need next, and I will build it with you. You are safe here, and you belong.